Welcome to another edition of the Metal Voice. Today, a review of one of our favorite interviews, one of our favorite singers.
Yes.
Can you guess? Based on Jimmy's
U.D.O.
U.D.O.'s new album.
Yes.
Called Decadent.
Decadent. And Alan, it's a little bit of a Christmas theme going on.
Oh, really?
You like that?
Yeah.
New setup.
Yes, there you go.
Shake things up a bit. Shake things up a bit.
So, Jim, where do you want to start?
Alan, I was pleasantly surprised when I put this album. I mean, U.D.O's got so many solo albums. He's got this massive history. 62 years old.
Unbelievable.
62 years old. And the high point, right off the bat, the voice. U.D.O sounds great. The production, fantastic.
The production
is unbelievable.
Really?
You gotta, I mean, this album takes a lot of influences from his past albums, like a little bit from this album, a little bit from that album, maybe a little bit from some of the Accept albums. It's just got everything for everyone.
That's a great way of putting it. That's the thing that stood out. You know, going by first impressions, Jim, you know, I didn't have time to really delve into each song, but just first impression. Good variation.
Yeah. And
mostly, we talk about Accept's consistency. Please, can we talk about U.D.O's consistency?
U.D.O.
This guy, every album, you go through it, you know, it's a little bit more varied, I think, than Steel Hammer. Steel Hammer was relentless, you know.
Relentless.
And this one's got, you know, a ballad.
A ballad? Well, every album's got a ballad.
You know, I know, but Secrets in Paradise, it's a
power ballad. Power ballad.
Yes.
Yes.
And you know, going back to Winter Dreams off of Balls to the Wall, I love when U.D.O sings ballads. Yeah. It's one of my favorite sounds in the world. Hear that voice, syrupy, trying to be syrupy and romantic, and at the same time, and it's a classic.
When I first heard the first song, Speeder, I go, that was it was a little bit of a disappointment for me. I go, kind of generic U.D.O, but as the album progresses, I found it just kept getting better, song after song.
Again, the themes are, you've seen everything in 40 years. You've seen the discrepancy between the rich and the poor.
Yeah.
How, you know, there's stuff going on that, you know, people buy things that they don't need, and then while other people are starving. So he's seen everything over the years, and that's what the theme of this whole album is. Every song's dedicated to that. So
beautiful album cover. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's fantastic. It just jumps right out of you, know?
It's apt for those.
Some tracks that you enjoyed, for myself, Untouchable. It sounds like something off of Death Row. It's like this mid-tempo, bombastic groove. Of course, the song Decadent, their first single. Again, U.D.O at his best. House of Fake, Mystery. You know, you got a little bit of techno happening. U.D.O using that lower range. Pain, Secrets in Paradise, that was the power ballad that you spoke of.
I like Breathless.
And Breathless.
I like Breathless.
Great song.
Those are the ones that stand out for me.
I mean, there's not much more to say. I mean, what would you rate this out of 10 on first impressions?
I would say 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say 8 and climbing. We're still listening to the album. Are we going to reach for that album in the future? We don't know, but at first listen, for me, it's like 8.3 out of 10 around there.
There's a digipack version coming out with some bonus tracks, bonus tracks called Let Me Out and Shadow Eyes. So again, consistency, again, for me, is the strong part of everything that U.D.O does.
Yep. Go support him on tour. Go buy his album. And we will catch you next time. Wait a second, hold on. What?
Christmas theme here, buddy.
What?
I'd like to hand you a little present.
What, you got me something?
Very apropos for today's show.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Let's see what you got me here.
It's once a year, man.
Let me reach in here.
What do you got happening there?
Oh, Alan. U.D.O, holy album. Thank you, Alan. Hey. But you know what?
What?
I got you something too.
Oh,
hold on a second. Let me reach in.
This is a surprise.
There you go.
I didn't see this coming at all. This is quite the surprise. Jim, you shouldn't have. Let me reach into the stocking and see. Well, Rev Raptor. U.D.O, Rev Raptor. 2 great albums. Check those out as well.
And go pick up his new album called U.D.O Decadent. Will be released in a few weeks. No, that's it. That's yours. No, it's yours.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Catch you next time on the Metal Voice.